Everybody, good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Monday morning. It is Memorial Day, and it could be a little bit of a soggy one for those out there going to some Memorial Day services. A lot of local cemeteries and other places, Sturr Museum, for instance, have services on days like today. You may want the umbrellas. I don't know if the rain will completely cancel them. There's not really a thunderstorm threat. We might see some lightning and thunder later today, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal at all. So we're mostly just talking about general showers out there off and on. Not going to rain the entire day for everybody, but some places they'll get nice rain. Other places may not get a whole lot of rain. And then we start to dry out in spots, especially to the west here. The rain chances get lower, not completely zero, and the better chances will be in eastern Nebraska overnight, and some continuing into tomorrow morning. More showers still possible tomorrow, but I think on a lighter note tomorrow. Still a lot of cloud cover around. It's going to be tough to get much sun on your Tuesday, maybe a little bit here to the northwest, but then we'll get a little clearing towards tomorrow night, but then I think clouds actually fill back in, so it could be another mostly cloudy day on Wednesday, and we may actually see a few more showers and maybe some isolated thunder on Wednesday, especially later in the day. Temperature-wise, well, it's going to be a struggle today. It's going to be a cool day with mid to upper 50s. There may be some 60s in the east, although some of these places may actually warm up by noon and then cool off in the afternoon as better chances of rain move in. Mid to upper 40s and low 50s for lows tonight. Tomorrow only looks slightly warmer than today. Upper 50s, low to mid 60s. It's still going to be a struggle to warm with the clouds around and still a chance of rain at least. Tomorrow night, we're talking mostly mid and upper 40s for lows. Wednesday, only a little bit warmer, mostly 60s for high temperatures as we're starting to inch our way up. 40s to near 50 for an overnight low Wednesday night into Thursday. Thursday will feature more sun, so we do start to warm up a little bit more, upper 60s and low to mid 70s. There's still a slight chance of rain and thunderstorms on Thursday, but after that it mostly dries out towards the end of the week, and we're really going to start to bring in a little more warmth, more summer-like weather on the way. So again, a pretty solid chance of rain. I don't think it's going to rain all day in the Tri-Cities. I think our chances actually, which are kind of low this morning, will actually pick up as the morning and the day goes on. But it's not going to rain 90% of the day or anything like that. It's just a pretty solid chance we'll see some rain today on the lighter end of things for the most part. More chances maybe lingering into tomorrow morning, then another chance on Wednesday, small chance Thursday, and then mostly dry Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're really going to warm things up heading into this weekend, the upcoming weekend. That's the end of May, moving into early June. The warmest day may actually be a week from today here, next Monday, and then it looks like temperatures do start to come back down middle of next week. So here's our warm-up right here. There's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So as temperatures come down, we may actually get back into a more active weather pattern where we could be talking about potential severe weather returning to the forecast. North Platte, it's going to take a few more days, but gradually warming up, but not a lot of sun these next few days, maybe a little bit tomorrow. Eventually some sunshine returns and we'll start to warm things up, and our chances of rain do get much lower, and we warm up quite a bit heading into this weekend and early next week before a bit of a cool down. Slight cool down, not cold or anything like that, but a cool down as we may start to see active weather return to the forecast next week. Now, next week is going to feature near to above average temperatures according to the Climate Prediction Center, and average heading into early June is right around 80. So we'll be near or a little bit above 80 during that time frame, most of that time frame. And then as we look at your precipitation, they're putting us in the above average category. So again, a little more active. We could be potentially talking about some severe storm chances returning next week. So let's take a look at the next 9 or 10 days here. And there's our rain today according to the European model. And then we're down to smaller chances Tuesday. Wednesday, best chances are going to be over western Nebraska. Thursday is just a slim chance. Then it's mostly dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mostly dry. After that, maybe getting back into some active weather as it's warming up. We're starting to talk showers and thunderstorms. We're going to see a return to more unstable air, and so we could be talking about maybe some severe weather returning to the forecast during the middle and end of next week here. Let's look at the GFS model. And there's our showers today. Smaller chance tomorrow. Excuse me, I apologize for the yawn. And then as we look ahead to Wednesday, it's a lower chance, but still a chance, especially towards western area and southwestern areas. Maybe some lightning and thunder. Now, the GFS is much more aggressive than the European model is for Wednesday. So that's why I've kind of gone up a little bit more than just a 20% chance, just because of the GFS. Thursday's chance is much lower. And then we're mostly dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Mostly dry. Not confident enough to throw in a chance yet. And then it does look like as we go through next week, we'll get a little more warm air and more active weather eventually returning, with chances of rain, thunderstorms, and potentially some severe weather as well as the week goes on. So could move into, this is kind of a nice solid setup for what could be some severe weather in early June. So we'll see. It looks like maybe a multi-day event potentially here even. So we'll see how that plays out. It's a ways out yet, so I'm not going to get into too many details, but there is hope for some more rain down the road. Now, of course, we're getting into peak severe weather season late May and early June, so things may start to light up into early June. One last thing I'll show you real quick, and that is my zone forecast for the area for today. We'll start. It's going to be cooling everywhere, and a chance of rain pretty much everywhere. And temperatures will struggle because of the clouds around. Temperatures only in the 50s, maybe above 60 in Spencer, but mostly 50s. 56 Valentine, 54 Mullen, 56 in Broken Bow, 56 degrees in Hayes Center, 57 McCook, Cambridge, 56 degrees in Holdridge, Minden, 57 in Loop City, 60 in York and Osceola, 63 for Lincoln and Wahoo, 61 in Pawnee City, 58 degrees in Belleville, Kansas, 57 in Hastings, Grand Island, 60 or near 60 in the St. Paul area. We're going to go with upper 50s around Albion, Fullerton, Bartlett, low to mid 60s. So a little warmer to the east and to the northeast, maybe as warm as 65 in Hardington and Verdigris, 67 degrees in Ponca. And again, everybody experiencing a chance of rain, at least a chance of rain as we go through the day today, even if it's not an overly heavy rainfall. All right, with that, that's all I have for you for today. I want to thank you all for watching on this Monday morning. I'll be back with you on Tuesday for my final forecast this week. I'm actually going to be off the rest of this week, so I'll give you a forecast. We'll look at what's ahead of us here, and we'll mention the severe weather next week here, although probably not too many details quite yet here. But I'll be monitoring that even if I have time off, and I'll be letting you know about that on social media once we get a little bit closer to next week. But until then, I will see you all again Tuesday morning with all the latest. Take care. God bless. Bye.